does not count. Dan Rugliata.
Yeah, Big Dan's no lightweight himself.
Not at all.
And you're going to need someone that big to get these guys off of each other.
Lesnar Hunt. Here we go. Fight Club. Brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one to right now. Mark Hunt said, Joe, if he can't get me down in the first round, he's getting knocked out. Brock showing southpaw for a moment.
Brock staying on the outside, staying cautious.
Custom gloves for Brock, triple XL.
He's looking for that opportunity for the takedown. Got to look out for the knees, got to look out for that counter uppercut.
And Hunt kind of scooching down a little bit, Joe, anticipating a possible takedown, a possible shot from the national champion from the University of Minnesota. 106-5 in his collegiate wrestling career.
So far, very cautious approach by both men. Look at that, leg kick by Brock.
And justifiably so, Joe. Somebody's getting knocked out.
Well, one thing about Brock throwing leg kicks is he doesn't have to worry about being taken down.
Yeah.
Or not as much. Whoa, swing and a miss.
If you listen to the many interviews that Brock did in the last couple of weeks coming up to this event, you know, he really did tell not just like a competition story, more of a life story and why he returned. And I love listening to him talk about the legacy that he wants to leave inside the octagon.
This is a dangerous game he's playing.
Yeah.
Because he's playing the timing game with Mark. And the more time goes on, there's a single. He's got the leg.
Chasing him down.
He got a hold of him.
Mark Hunt holding the fence. Great job by Dan Rugliata.
Brock's got a hold of those legs.
You see how quickly he went across the octagon. This is how he finished Frank Mir. Hunt's starting to get up though.
But if Brock can just control you, the amount of power that he can generate in short distances. Good takedown defense so far though.
This is Brock's world.
But again, Mark Hunt has very good takedown defense, and if he can slow Brock down, keep this kind of fight going on, and also we have to factor in the amount of adrenaline dump that Brock is going to be experiencing. Hasn't fought in 5 years. It's a big event for him. Mark Hunt's been very, very active.
And he's always calm, Joe.
He's lifting him up and he's got him down. On top of him, inside control.
With a lot of time. Bad spot for Mark Hunt.
Terrible.
That was one big dude.
And he has submission skills.
Arm triangle choke against Shane Carwin back at UFC 116. You want to talk about carrying your opponent's weight. This redefines that expression.
It does, and Brock is just outstanding at riding guys too and being able to make them carry his weight. Very difficult to shake him off once he's on top of you. But all Hunt has to do here is survive the next minute,
which is a very difficult task with those mailbox-sized hands coming at your head. The knee.
Good knee to the body by Lesnar.
Brock looking for it again.
Hard shots by Lesnar.
And from the other side, Hunt's in big trouble.
He's a big box.
Looking for the finish right here.
And Hunt scrambles back up to his feet.
And he's up. And Lesnar looks for another takedown immediately. And he gets it.
He gets it. Right into full mount.
20 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Brock's world.
Mark Hunt's going to hang on here. The round's almost over.
A well-timed knee potentially from Hunt.
Mark Hunt is going to look to launch a bomb on Brock Lesnar here, especially if he can somehow or another coax Brock into standing still.
And it might be that big overhand right.
Or the uppercut, or anything, depending upon how he feels Brock is moving.
Lesnar trying to use that jab to keep distance, and there's the overhand right, and Brock saw it coming, had it blocked. $15 to 1, significant strikes. I'm going to talk about global icons, Brock Lesnar.
Well, what's interesting is Brock Lesnar doesn't need the money, he doesn't need the fame. I mean, he's doing this to test himself. He's doing this because he doesn't feel like he gave it his all during his first tenure.
And Joe, it was because he got sick.
Yes, exactly. So he feels like he was cheated.
Yeah.
He feels like something was taken away from him, and he never realized his full potential.
There was no quit in him. His health quit on him for a while. Lost 40 pounds at one point with the diverticulitis.
He's got to be real careful as he's moving back. He's moving back slowly, and Mark Hunt can time it. If he senses that Brock is slowing down.
Nice sprawl.
Very nice. And this is where it gets good for Mark Hunt. If he senses that Brock is slowing down or that he's not moving away quick enough, he's being lazy about his exits, Hunt can explode and catch him. And if Brock can't get Hunt down and Hunt starts getting comfortable with these exchanges, then things can get really ugly.
Well, we're at the midway point of the fight.
Relaxed and moving forward. Hits him with a small left hook to the body.
That win at UFC 91 was the night that Lesnar became the UFC heavyweight champion. This is great for recovery for Mark Hunt. It's one thing after carrying Brock for most of that first 5 minutes.
Brock might have hurt his hands. I mean, the way he's doing that.
Yeah.
He just threw a jab there.
With those big hammer punches and a hammer fist on the ground and pound, Joe.
He ducked under that. He's looking for the single here.
Time, Joe.
See, this is the game that Brock doesn't want to play. Standing right in front of Mark, and Mark is going to come at him with punches that he doesn't see coming. And there's a shot. He's got the single. Can he complete it? Tremendous amount of energy he's exerting here. And he gets it.
Fourth takedown for the former champion.
He's in mount.
He's in a great position here to finish the fight. Can Mark Hunt get up?
This is a terrible place for Mark Hunt right now.
Yeah.
And this also allows Brock time to rest, control the position.
Big punches from Brock. Good defense by Mark Hunt, but Lesnar is still scoring, Joe.
Yeah, and Brock's not even trying to pass. He's holding on to that left leg of Mark Hunt, sort of clamping down on it and using it to hold the position. And he's got his legs crossed over Mark's leg. there's nothing holding him here in this position other than his choice.
Trying to get back to the full mount. In a great position of control. All right, half guard.
I feel like he's in half guard because Hunt's legs are completely wide open.
Hunt defending himself. Soapster pouring it on. Is Mark Hunt intelligently defending himself?
He's just getting the left side of his head punched in right now. And Brock's kind of holding his head in place. There's not much he can do there.
Under 90 seconds remain. All Lesnar.
And again, Brock keeps trying to push that arm to the side of his neck to secure an arm triangle or a head and arm choke.
Big punches.
And he's beating him up as he's doing this.
Doesn't take much when you're Lesnar. Miragliotta might stop the fight.
Less than a minute to go here.
Pretty much the only question now, Joe, is will he win with a finish or with a decision? Certainly trying for the finish. Utilizing the Turk that the wrestlers like. Body, body, head, his corner is saying. There it is. 20. Huge round 3 for the former heavyweight champion. And he wants to finish in style.
For this contest, 29-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Brock Lesnar.